Hello once again, Minikea, and welcome to episode 4 of my FIFA 15 Swansea City career mode. And as we start this episode here with a squad report, and I'm just going to pretty much between the squad report reflect on the past couple of episodes. Obviously, last episode we just edged past a very I'd say it was a good League One side, but it's a League One side nonetheless, and it was with our B team. But we need to beat B teams. We need to beat League One teams with our B team, even if they are in a very good League One side. But it's disappointing when it takes 120 minutes and penalties to beat a League One team. And yes, maybe not with our full strength squad, but it's annoying, and I feel like the transfer window could have gone better for me. Obviously, we didn't get the players we wanted. We got two youngsters who obviously are for the future and backup players, and Gomes as well got injured last episode, which is the most annoying thing because he's our only scorer in the Premier League. He's the only one that's got us any goals in the Premier League, and it's going to be a very big struggle. And our next game, of course, is against the Giants, Chelsea, at Stamford Bridge, and it's very difficult. And as you will see in this table, we are only 2 points away from from Chelsea, and we could, with a win, leapfrog Chelsea into third and really put a benchmark on this season. It'd be a very good season to beat them, even if it is early on. But as you see here, Chelsea do come with a first attack in the 35th minute, with Cuadrado whipping in the ball. Good header away by Fernandez, but Drogba and Ramirez combine very nicely for a goal, and Fabianski. I was just saying how bad of a transfer window we did generally have. We didn't bring anyone big in or anyone that would change the team, and then Fabianski does something like that. The board suggested buying a goalkeeper, and I stuck with Fabianski. Well, through force more than anything else, but I stuck by him, and he does something like that. He scarecrows the ball into the net. He stands there like a scarecrow, and it just goes under his arms and just bounces slowly in slow motion into the back of the net, and he doesn't even go through the net, which defies all sorts of physics there. But it's incredible, and it is Ramirez's second goal of the season, which is kind of weird as well, since he's only played 6 games. Or 5 in the Premier League, and that is how that half does finish. We do finish 1-0 down, so it's better things to come in the second half, but we don't get any chances until the 71st minute. As here, John Joe Shelvey whips in the ball, and it is cleared well by the Chelsea defence, who obviously are very good at defending corners. But Neil Taylor picks up the ball down this left-hand side, whips it in. It's again not really cleared, and Montero just hits it on the back of Gary Cahill, and it is over for another Swansea City corner, in which Sigurdsson will take on the other side now, and Fernandez with a very nice header, but it's off the goal line, and Courtois smothers, and that is how the game finishes. It's a very tight game. Not a lot of highlights because there wasn't anything really happening. Both teams were playing well, but obviously that defensive mistake really screwed. Sorry, that goalkeeping mistake really screwed us over. But as you see here, EA completely bends us over and gives us Newcastle United 1 day later. 1 day after the Chelsea game, they give us Newcastle United, which is highly annoying because we have to make a lot of changes for this game. And you'll see we're level on points with Newcastle United. We do have to make quite a few changes to our first team in this game. I think Key comes in, Britton comes in, Routledge comes in, Shelvey's pushed forward, and Emnes for Oliveira, and that's pretty much the whole team, and that's a lot of attacking talent gone. Obviously Sigurdsson's on the bench, Montero's on the bench, but everyone's pretty much disappeared there. Got no Gomes. Oliveira's tired and can't play, so coming to Liberty Stadium to play Newcastle United is with half-week squad's very difficult, of course, because Newcastle are level on points with us here, so they're not doing bad in the league whatsoever if you look at our form currently. But Shelvey picks up the ball here and passes it to Emnes with a very nice through ball, and Emnes does run onto it very nicely, but just puts it wide of Elliott's post. I must also say that Tim Krul was playing this game. I don't know if Newcastle sold him. I do know that we did go in for him in the transfer window, but Tiote picks up the ball here, passes it to Anita, and we failed to get it away quite a lot here. This is just a massive scramble. Anita again picks it up, and we can't get it away. It's just a mess, and Fabianski makes a massive save there. Williams does eventually get it away, but it will come back at us with Taylor down this left hand side, and he does pick it up to Sissoko. It could have been a very, very bad penalty that, but we just can't get it away. We can't get it away, and it's annoying. It's frustrating because we're playing poor in this game. Defensively, we were poor. We were shocking. And again, here Gutierrez picks up the ball, passes it backwards to Anita, who does his little turns. We do pick up the ball, but then Neil Taylor pretty much says, "Here you go, Sissoko. Have a goal." And again, this whole game we could not clear the ball. We could not defend for our lives. And Sissoko just gets the easiest goal ever. Neil Taylor there, I don't know what he was doing. You never ever pass across your box. If you want to get rid of it, clear it out. Throwing's better than doing that, but passing it across your box is the dumbest thing to ever do, especially in a situation like that. You never ever pass across your box, not even if there's no one around you. You don't pass across your box. It just doesn't happen. You shouldn't ever do it. And a defender like Neil Taylor should know that, playing for Swansea City, but he doesn't, and he does, of course, give Sissoko a very easy goal. And it's his 5th goal in the Premier League, which isn't bad, but that's going to be his easiest goal he's going to score all season, as Taylor picks it up here and just pass it to Britton. And John Joe Shelvey goes down, and I'm screaming for a penalty. That's 2 penalties for both teams denied there. Very clear-cut penalties as well. Maybe he gave it because it's raining at Swansea, but Emnes picks up the ball, passes it back to John Joe Shelvey, and the penalty doesn't matter because that goal was beautiful. That was typical Swansea type goal there. 1-2 football. It's lovely first touch football there, and John Joe Shelvey with a nice reverse pass straight into Emnes's feet, who can do nothing but score. And Elliot, maybe you could say Elliot could do better. It is his near post, but Emnes is really put him off guard there, and it's fantastic. And his first goal for the club is a very nice team goal as well. So hopefully we see more of him. Obviously we need him now because it is a massive game. But that's how the half finishes. We do finish 1-1 at half time. And as you'll see in the second half, chances do start opening up for both teams. Gutierrez picks up the ball here and passes it to De Jong. But it's just saved by Fabianski. It's a very nice save as well. Emnes as well picks up the ball, and again Elliot saves it, and that's how the game finishes. Again, 2 chances for both teams that second half to win the game, but it does finish 1-1. Sissoko with the easiest goal he's ever going to score, and Emnes with a fantastic team goal, and that's how the game finishes. And of course we do go straight into Stoke City tie here. I think it was 4 days after the Newcastle game at the Britannia Stadium, and this is again tough because Stoke City, if you look back a couple of games ago against Chelsea, are top of the table, and that has blown my mind. They are top of the table. They are a massive team. Of course, they're managed by Mark Hughes in game and in real life. They've got Bojan and Arnautovic on the bench, which is incredible, and they are top. Obviously, it's early season yet, and that man Peter Crouch is a very big and dangerous guy, and in the air he's absolutely fantastic. But we do come back with our first starting 11 again, and everyone's in the team apart from one change, which is Tyrone Mings in for Neil Taylor, who was dropped after that appalling mistake from the Newcastle game. So Stoke City, obviously a very good team. At the Britannia Stadium it's difficult, but John Joe Shelvey gets his ball away with the header, and Oliveira has 3, I think it's 3-on-1, but it just runs into the first player and then goes down and clutches his, I think it's his knee and his shin, and is injured, and he's out for 2 weeks, which doesn't affect us because we do actually have, I think, an international break, so he does come back just before the next game. But it's a very disappointing game. We have to play Emnes up front, and Peter Crouch then does that, and on the 45th minute, on the stroke of half time, Peter Crouch scores a goal, and again it's Fabianski. We start the episode with a very poor mistake by Fabianski, and again I think maybe Nzonzi was blinding him there, I don't know, but he doesn't make an attempt at it. If you make an attempt, that's straight down the middle of the goal, man. All you have to do is dive one way or the other, and it's such an easy save to make, and he doesn't even bother with it. He just looks at it and goes, "Oh, it's past me, that is." And Peter Crouch shouldn't be scoring from there unless it's against Manchester City. It's poor. He's got 6 goals in the Premier League. Fair play to him, but again, you shouldn't concede like that. And it's another goal mistake, and it's another mistake that's led to a goal. All this episode is full of mistakes, and that is how the half ends, and it's very annoying. But Peters picks up the ball here, gives it to Nzonzi, and they so closely come to being 2-0, and it was heart in mouth moment there, because Heinz just thought that was going in. But we do attack, we do push everyone forward, but it's not enough, and Stoke City take the game, take the 3 points. They're obviously top of the table, flying high, but oh, another mistake by Fabianski, and it shouldn't happen. It really, really shouldn't happen. It's annoying, and maybe in January, Fabianski and Tremel will both be saying goodbye, and we'll be buying 2 new goalkeepers. It's not good enough, it really isn't. But as you see here, we do get the United States offer, and I stall on it. I'm not too sure. Obviously, this is early in my career. I don't want to manage an international team just yet, but United States are very interesting, as we do go into a scout report, of course, the scout I sent out earlier, and we do get a very, very nice player in Harry Starr with 78 to 94 potential, which could be very good. He's of course already 16, 5'9". I believe he turns into a defensive mid, but with a playmaker style on him. And as you see here, Nelson Oliveira returns from injury, and as well as that, Gomes also returned from injury. And we do get an offer from Venezuela, but I reject it. And that's how the episode ends. So I would like to thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and goodbye.